What up, everybody? We're going to get started real soon. Got some exciting stuff. Nikola Tesla, FBI documents. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Nikola Tesla, FBI documents. That's what we're going to talk about. And that's really what we're going to produce and do today. Before we get there, let's go ahead. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to today's show. Exciting FBI releases documents. Nikola Tesla was from Venus. Or what they said, he was a Venetian. And I can only assume it means from Venus. It says he was from a different planet. So we're going to go ahead and get into that FBI document hangout, talk a little bit, see what's up with you guys. Let's see what we got going on. We have almost 4,000 subscribers. That's good. We're getting back into the mix. We're getting back into everything. That's awesome. Hopefully you guys are liking the new setup. Hopefully you guys are liking the new sound. Hopefully you can hear me and see me, because that would be awesome. Before we get into that, The Truth Told on Facebook. Go ahead and drop us a like. We do, as you guys can see, post a lot of stuff. Go back and forth with people. It's a lot of good stuff and a lot of good time and way to communicate to you guys and back from us. Let's see. I'm gonna mute those notifications. All right, let's check on this studio. Lori, what's up? What's up to you too? Sorry, I gotta go back and forth. My second monitor is not up and running right now, so I have to go back and forth, but that's all right. You guys understand, and you still love me. All right, let me know if everybody hears me. Everybody's good. Everybody is good. All right, if you guys are joining after the fact, welcome. I hope you stay. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you get here for more. If you are here now with us live, go ahead if you want to call in anytime during the show. Say hi, say what's up, talk about what we're doing with me. That's cool too. 407-906-9128. I believe that's the phone number, 407-906-9128. You can go ahead and call in. We can get it started. All right, so let's get it started. I don't know exactly when this was released to the public. These FBI documents, they recently became unclassified. And so between most of these documents, if you're going to go through and you're going to read them, it's a long, even this is Sector 3, not Sector 3, it was like download number 3 of the documents of Nikola Tesla, and it just goes on forever. I spent about 45 minutes lightly brushing through some of this stuff because when you go into some of this stuff, it is a lot about his death after the fact. So as soon as he died, there was a lot of correspondence between FBI agents and POTUS, president, going back and forth. Don't drink boba tea before you start a podcast or a live stream. A lot of going back and forth between the FBI, between POTUS. So what this document, this part that I've read, this part 3 of the download you can get, a lot of it was right after his death, and they were trying to get a hold of all his inventions, his studio lockup, whatever he had. America wanted all of it because they didn't want it to fall in the wrong hands or an enemy hands that is not America. So it was a lot of back and forth shuffling, like, we have to go get this, let's coordinate this. So to save you some reading or not reading, you can go ahead and read some of this if you wanted to. I will link this in the description below after the video is done, so you guys can go ahead and look at it too. But it's pretty much this last document is going back and forth, back and forth. Oh, Nikola Tesla's dead. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's make sure it doesn't get into the wrong hands, into enemy hands. A lot of it kept saying enemy hands. So if we can go and scroll up. I'm going to go all the way up. Right here. I'm going to read this one to you. Let me zoom in on this. All right. We have not issued a newsletter since May 1st, 1956, because we had no space news, which we can consider authentic. However, now we have some good news to pass along to you. And I just want to note this, June 14th, 1957, it says Interplanetary Sessions Newsletter. What is that? And how do we become a part of that? Is this a secret group or it could not be secret? Maybe I'm just not privy to it. Some of you guys can tell me before or after the fact. Interplanetary Session Newsletter. Number 7. Dear friends, we have not issued a newsletter since May 1st, 1957 because we had no space news which we can consider authentic. However, now we have some good news to pass along to you. The lecturer was George Van Tassel and Dan Fry in the ballroom of a hotel diplomat here in New York City, 8 p.m., Thursday, June 20, 1957. Donation $1.25. I don't know, maybe that was your price to get into the lecture. Or to the Interplanetary Session Newsletter. George Van Tassel operates the Giant Rock Spaceport and Airport and has been host at 4 annual spacecraft conventions. He is the author of 2 books, I Rode a Flying Saucer and Into This World and Out Again. He is also the publisher of Proceedings magazine, usually issued monthly. Back issues of Proceeding have been reprinted in 1 volume. Address George Van Tassel, P.O. Box, blah, 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 California. Dan Fry is the author of The White Sands Incident. In this book, he tells the story of a trip which he made in a flying saucer from a desert spot. Excuse me. Ooh. I hope you love that. In this book, he tells the story of a trip which he made in a flying saucer from a desert spot on the White Sands, proving ground in New Mexico to New York City, and in return, and he made that flight in 32 minutes. These 2 gentlemen are apparently making flights in flying saucers. I would like to make a flight in a flying saucer. Read that back. In this book, he tells the story of a trip which he made in a flying saucer from a desert spot on the White Sands, proving ground in New Mexico to New York City, and return in 32 minutes. He made a round-trip flight like that. Took him 32 minutes. What do you know or know of that can make that trip that fast? And the bigger question is, how are these dudes in flying saucers? Where are they getting this technology from? What is this? Again, I go back to, what is Interplanetary Session Newsletter? What is Interplanetary Sessions? What is that? I don't know. I want to know. I will know. Just posting to Facebook real quick. You know, you guys, small channel, we got to do everything ourselves. Let everybody know we're live. You know what I'm saying? So, I really want to get into deeper what this Interplanetary Session Newsletter is and why these 2 dudes, George Van Tassel and Dan Fry, are flying in flying saucers, and I'm not. Pisses me off. Dan Fry and another gentleman are now en route to New York by automobile. Must suck to go from a UFO to an automobile. Blows. George Van Tassel and Art Hu will arrive in Mr. Aho's plane. They all plan to be in New York City at the Hotel Diplomat on June 17th. They will probably be heard next week on Long John's program on radio station WOR from 12 midnight to 5:30 a.m. in the morning, nightly, except Sunday. This letter will not reach you in time to sight flying saucers over New York on the night of June 13th from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. But there will again be full-scale operations of flying saucers all over American areas on July 1st. This will be in 3 phases as follows. New York areas, July 1st, 9 a.m., Washington, D.C. areas, 9:25 a.m., and general North American areas after 9:25 a.m., Central American areas, 9:30 a.m., South American areas, 9:35 a.m., second phase. Some areas as above, beginning at 12 o'clock midday, July 1st, third phase, full-scale operations all over America areas, beginning at 7 o'clock in the evening of July 1st. The above information has been supplied by George King, editor of Cosmic Voice, 88 The Drive Mansions. So they're running full-scale, wide-scale operations of flying saucers. They're testing out flying saucers. What? Also, please note that George King has also published back issues of The Doubt of Finest of a saucer message that we know of. George King is considered the best telepathic contact which the space people have. Who are the space people? And he's a telepath. This is real deal shit that they covered up, that they kept secret. George King is considered the best telepathic contact which the space people have. Who are the space people? Although George Mantassel is the finest we have in America. Here's the good, the fun, juicy part. Let's see. The Playmaker. Most of Tesla's stuff went missing after he passed. Yeah, the FBI took a lot of it. In this document, like I said, they went back and forth. From POTUS to the FBI, really going hard when he died. We got to get this. We got to get this. We got to get that. Anyways, Indigo Purple Cat. Our government has been in touch with aliens since at least 1947, possibly earlier. Well, now that we're reading this, they're having flying saucer raids and runs and large-scale operations of them testing this shit. So that's amazing. Margaret Storm has been assigned to certain work with the space people. Again, who are the space people? As follows. She's writing a book, Return of the Dove, a story of the life of Nikola Tesla, scientist, and the part of his inventions will play in the new age. This is where it gets juicy. If you want to call in and talk about this with me, 407-906-9128, call in. I'm going to answer you live. We'll pick up and we'll talk about it. Much of the data for this book has been supplied to Mrs. Storm through the transcripts received on the Tesla set, a radio-type machine invented by Tesla in 1938 for interplanetary communication. They're testing UFOs. They're space people. And now, in 1938, Tesla has invented a radio-type machine for interplanetary communication. Cool. I mean, that's awesome. Where is all of this shit? Tesla died in 1943, and his engineers did not build the Tesla set until after his death. It was placed in operation in 1950, and since that time, the Tesla's engineers have been in close touch with spaceships. Like from not here, that's cool. The space people, again here the space people, have visited the Tesla engineers many times and have told us that Tesla was a Venusian brought to this planet as a baby in 1856 and left with Mr. and Mrs. Tesla in a remote mountain province in what is now Yugoslavia. Let's read that back. The space people have visited the Tesla engineers many times and have told us that Tesla was a Venusian or Venusan. Something, I don't know how to say it. I've never heard of that shit. Brought to this planet as a baby in 1856 and left with Mr. and Mrs. Tesla in a remote mountain province in what is now Yugoslavia. I want to say a Venusian or a Venus, whatever the hell that's called. He's from a planet called Venus. And it's very funny how very recently, I don't remember if it was NASA, confirmed possible life on Venus. They have found life on Venus. Not like our life, they're saying. More like, germs and stuff like that. But they said they have found life on Venus. And then this comes out and said that Nikola Tesla was a Venusian. He's from Venus. Nikola Tesla's from Venus. What? I don't know what to say. Why are they hiding this? Again, this thing mentions space people. And then they're giving us every opportunity to see spaceships, to let our military use them. Actually, on July 1st, let us keep our eyes on the skies. The space people are going to make every effort to give us all of a chance to see the ships. However, if the military uses jets in large numbers to chase the ships, we may not see them. As citizens, you can urge the government to be more cordial to our visitors. Now for some unpleasant news. This has been transmitted from Mars Sector 8. We got people on Mars? There's sectors? This is from 8th Sector? The George King in London. We have to begin paying off our karmic debts in the form of disease, which cannot be abated unless we discontinue the nuclear experiments. However, to help all of us through this coming period of epidemics, the space people have placed 4 space stations in orbit around the Earth. They will start magnetizing the Earth at midnight on July 21st. Through meditation, we can absorb these healing rays. The Martians, here we go. Remember, Mars, Sector 8, this is real shit. The Martians have clearly indicated that they are just about fed up with our depravity on this planet. Apparently, even space people can become impatient. Sincerely, Margaret and John Storm. Colonial Hotel. What is all of this going on? Mars, Sector 8. They're being fed up. Some people are trying to... Space people, again, quote unquote, space people are helping us in some way. Creating stations in orbit around the Earth. They will start magnetizing the Earth at midnight through meditation, which is funny they bring that up because a lot of people don't know meditation is an unlocked skill. It can lead to many great things. Through meditation, we can absorb these healing rays. The Martians have clearly indicated that they are just about fed up with our depravity on this planet. Apparently, even space people can become impatient. What? So, now with all this coming out, Nikola Tesla is not from planet Earth. He's a Venusian or a Venetian, whatever you say. It's clear in this FBI document. Why would they attach that to now actual documents of them going back and forth trying to collect his things? If that was just some bullshit, they wouldn't have attached it to actual files to read and make sure they knew the background of Nikola Tesla. Funny thing is, he also made many, many patents of many things, many inventions. Some people say they can't be made. Some people say they can be made. One thing that he did patent is a UFO. And I have that image for you. Don't worry about any of that. Let's look at this image. This is the UFO he patented. Obviously, I can't read this language. If there was a translated version of this patent somewhere, I would love to see it, but I couldn't find one. H2O right here. Maybe water cooling or something like that. It's funny, what is in the middle of this thing? Looks like the power source or something like that. 1, 2, 3 seats. Dashboard. Window. 4 seats. It's funny, this thing right here, because I've heard a lot of talk of Area 51 and people saying that there's these devices they're trying to back engineer that pretty much allow you to defy gravity, bend gravity to your will, so you can go up. Oh shit. So you can go up, down, side to side, or this way, that way. And you can do it sort of, say this battery is your spaceship, here's gravity, and you're bending gravity like that. Everywhere you go, gravity's bending. So here's normal, and when you turn this thing on, it bends gravity to your will. Apparently the government already has that. What if that's it? I don't know. I just thought this shit was crazy and I wanted to share it with you guys. That's all I have for this. If you like this episode, or if you want to delve deeper into this, let me know on Facebook, The Truth Told. I would like to find another picture of this. Maybe that's translated. Maybe somebody has translated this somewhere out there. I would really love to get deeper into this. But I wanted to share with you an FBI release document and share a piece of something they connected there from an interplanetary gathering, meeting, whatever that was. And they're talking about Nikola Tesla and him not being from here, them testing UFOs, him being a Venetian, Mars, Sector 8, Mars base, Martians. All that was talked about. All that was leaked. Crazy to me. So, with that being said, go ahead. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you want to talk more about this, let me know. We'll talk more about it. Before we go, I'll check in, see who's here with us live. Purple Cats again. I never thought he was from Earth. Yeah, he from what I've read, it said he got his inventions or what to do from his dreams when he was dreaming. So Nikola would go to sleep. He would have these crazy nightmares, vivid dreams of things, like something was telling him to design this, something was telling him to make this, all for planet Earth's benefit, and we don't get to benefit from it. I think that's crazy. Again, I just wanted to share this with you. I thought it was cool. I thought it was dope. Really, you guys are awesome. 407-906-9128. I'll give you a couple more seconds. You want to call in, say something, talk about something. If not, it's cool. I understand. But that's it. I mean, flying saucers. He's from a different planet. It's mind-blowing to me. And I don't know why people don't take these FBI release documents more serious. Like, why would you not read something that the FBI has just made public, and they're just nonchalant about it. And even it was either this year or late 2019, early 2020 when they said, "Look, we see UFOs all the time. We don't know what they are." They admitted it. But maybe they do know what some are. Maybe they don't know what some are. They do know what some of them are, and some of them they don't know what they are. I think it's funny, and I think we need to look more into it. With that being said, again, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Until next time, I'll see you.